My roommate's girlfriend has been living here for 3 months rent-free, and now they're saying I'm the one who needs to leave. I've been living with Brock for over a year, splitting everything 50-50. It was fine until his girlfriend Sienna started staying over 3 months ago. She never left. She's here every single night now. Our utility bills shot up 40%. The electric bill went from $80 to $140. More cooking, longer showers, AC constantly running because Sienna works from home, but I'm still splitting everything 50-50 with Brock while essentially supporting 3 people. I feel like a guest in my own apartment. I've hinted before, but Brock brushes me off. I'm at my breaking point. I can barely afford rent as is. I finally decided to have a serious conversation. I pulled together our utility bills, highlighting the increases. I was going to talk to him. I waited until Sienna went to yoga class, and I sat Brock down at the kitchen table and laid everything out. Look, I need to talk about Sienna living here. She's been here every single day for 3 months. Our bills have gone up significantly, and I'm paying for a third person. Brock actually looked guilty. You're right. I didn't realize it was affecting you this much. That's not fair to you, man. She needs to either start paying a third of everything, or she needs to stay at her own place more often, I said, keeping my voice calm. Brock nodded slowly. Yeah, I get it. Let me talk to her this weekend. We'll figure something out. Maybe she can contribute, or maybe she needs to be at her place more. I appreciate you being cool about this. Over the next few days, I noticed Sienna wasn't around as much. She came by maybe 2 or 3 nights instead of every night. I felt this huge wave of relief washing over me. Like finally this nightmare was getting resolved. Brock even texted me midweek. Had a good conversation with Sienna. We're working on a solution. Thanks for being patient with us. Really appreciate it. He Venmo'd me his half of the utilities on time that month. He even added an extra $20 without me asking, like a peace offering. I stared at my phone thinking, thank God. We handled this like adults. For about a week, everything felt normal again. But that didn't last long. Last Thursday, I came home from work around 6 in the evening. When I walked through the door, Brock and Sienna were sitting at the kitchen table looking serious. But there was a third person with them. A man in a full business suit, briefcase open, documents spread across the table. I gulped before anyone even said a word. Brock's face was completely cold and expressionless. Not the friendly roommate I'd had that conversation with last week. This is our attorney, Harrison, Brock said flatly, his voice like ice. Sienna sat there with her arms crossed, not even looking at me. I'm sorry, what? I felt like I couldn't breathe properly. Attorney? What's going on? I thought we worked this out? Harrison adjusted his glasses and spoke in this formal, completely detached tone. I'll get straight to the point. Sienna has been residing at this address for over 60 days, which establishes legal tenancy in this state. She has full tenant rights under state law, but she doesn't pay rent. I could hear my voice getting higher and more desperate. She's not even on the lease. Payment isn't required for tenancy establishment, Harrison continued calmly, like he was reading from a script he'd memorized. Duration of stay is what matters legally. Once someone has lived somewhere continuously for 60 days, they're considered a legal tenant with all associated rights. Harrison slid a stack of papers across the table toward me. I saw my own text messages printed out, highlighted in bright yellow. The conversation where I told Brock that Sienna needed to pay or leave. Other texts where I'd complained about her being there constantly. We have documentation of your repeated harassment of our client, Harrison said coldly, demanding she leave the premises, confrontational conversations, creating a hostile living environment for a legal tenant. Harassment? My hands were shaking badly now. I was just asking for things to be fair. I'm paying half of everything while she lives here completely free. You were demanding a legal tenant vacate without proper cause. That constitutes harassment under tenant protection laws. Harrison pushed an official-looking document toward me. It had a gold seal stamped at the top. You have 30 days to vacate these premises voluntarily. If you refuse, we will file for formal eviction through the courts. Eviction? I'm on the lease. I pay my rent on time every single month. My voice cracked with emotion. Which is precisely why we're offering the voluntary option first, Harrison said without any emotion whatsoever. An eviction on your record will make it nearly impossible to rent anywhere else. I looked directly at Brock. This is my home. Brock's voice was ice cold. I'm the primary leaseholder. My name is first on the lease. I have full authority. We agreed. I felt tears starting. You said we'd figure it out together. Brock shrugged. I said I'd handle it. I am. I had 30 days to leave my own apartment. I can't afford a lawyer. How is this happening? Full story linked down below.